What is good, my Rags of Fitness people, my Rags of Fitness folks, my Rags of Fitness fam? It's your man Rags. Back off up in this thing. When I tail up in it, I'm talking about I'm knee deep. All the way off up in it. From a weight loss journey, people. Keep God first. Very important. Keep your head to the sky and shake all of the haters off. And for all of my Crimson Tide football fans, can I please get a roll tide roll, baby? Hey, gotta get this out the way. For all of my people that's commented on Rags videos, for all my people that's subscribing to Rags channel, all my people that's sharing Rags videos, right? Liking Rags videos. Hey man, you guys have a place right here. I said right there, deep down in my heart. For all of my people that's on the fence that's been watching Rags, because I know you've been watching and not subscribed because I can see it in my YouTube studio. Hey, for all of you guys, why won't you go ahead and hit the button, hit the subscribe, hit the post notification bell so you can get notified when old Rags drops some content. Now, as you guys can see by the thumbnail and as you guys can see by the title in this video, we're gonna be switching gears a little bit, right? Old Rags got to broaden his horizon and talk about other teams every now and then, which you've seen me talk about the likes of Florida State. You've seen me talk about Clemson. You've even seen me talk about them Georgia Bulldogs. I gave them praise on that quarterback, Dylan Raiola, on one of those videos a while back, but they never said anything about it until I put something out there against him, and here they come. But hey, shouts out to those guys for having Mr. Dylan Raiola. Still stands. I still think Julian Sand is the best quarterback in 2024 class, but I do believe that Mr. Dylan Raiola is a pretty good quarterback. That's not up to debate, but he's just not better than Mr. Julian Sand, in my opinion. So hey, whatever. But that's besides the point. Florida Gators, I know you're saying, hey, what that's got to do with us at all, right? But Florida Gators, I'm sitting here looking at an article, right? Gators Online, I think it's on the On3 site, I think, man. It came across my phone, right? And the title read, Florida Gators inching closer to the #1 spot in the 2024 rankings. Now, Florida Gators, that is big for you guys down there in Gainesville, right? Because you've been doing some okay recruiting. Last year, you had one of my favorite guys that was in the 2023 class, which was Mr. Kelby Collins. I wanted him to come to Bama bad. I went to the 2023 Under Armour High School All-American game, and I was sitting there, and lo and behold, his mom and his family was sitting right above me, and man, they was screaming and they was yelling and they was screaming that boy on, man, and I love every piece of it. I even talked to her. She yelled at me from up there and said, hey, you didn't ask me about my baby boy, but hey, Mrs. Collins, I tell you, you have a stand-up guy, stand-up kid. I like the way, hopefully, I know you raised him in the right way, and this guy has a bright future ahead of him with these Florida Gators. And also, not only do the Florida Gators, does Kelby Collins have a bright future, the Florida Gators have a bright future. But right now, let's talk about this 2024 class that they got going on. Now, I told you guys Clemson the other day was tearing up the recruiting trail. They was tearing it up just the other day. They had Sammy Brown, a few more guys, a receiver and all that. But the Florida Gators right now is tearing it up. And according to On3, they are getting very close to the #1 class. Let's talk about it. Let's go to the old PC right here and let's talk about some things right here, right? The article reads, it says the Gators are on an absolute terror. I say they're on an absolute tear. An absolute terror in recruiting right now. There is no other way to say it, right? Over the past 7, listen at this right here piece of it. Over the past 7 days, Billy Napier's staff has landed commitments from 9 prospects in the 2024 class. Now, listen, 9 prospects in the last 7 days. I'm an Alabama fan. I don't even think we have 9 recruits yet for the whole freaking class. But they were sitting at like 8. You guys got 9 in the last 7 days. That is pumping out some recruits right there. And not only did you get recruits, they're quality recruits. So let's talk about it some more. All right, so you got 9 prospects in the 2024 class with highly productive linebacker Jamonta Waller being the latest to join the fray of moments. Right here it says, 4 of those prospects committed on Saturday, with each of them carrying a 4-star ranking. So that means these guys probably been talking to each other. They got together and they said, we're all going to commit on one day. Hey, guys, Alabama commits, Alabama prospects, Alabama targets. Take note from this right here, right? It says 4 of the prospects committed on Saturday, with each of them carrying a 4-star ranking. And then 3 others teamed up to the Gators today. I messed that all the way up. And then 3 others teamed up with the Gators today. Mike Williams, a former South Carolina offensive line commit, announced for UF last Monday, while Germany-based offensive lineman Noel Portjangen made his commitment 2 days later. So I'm telling you, man, these guys are tearing up the recruiting trail right now. There's some things that we know about recruiting right now that's going on. Georgia is tearing it up, right? They got the #1 ranked class. And the Florida Gators is not far behind them. You got Clemson sitting there tearing it up. And you got other teams that's going under the radar. You got those Auburn Tigers down there in Auburn, man, down there in the old barn. Man, they are tearing that transfer portal. Hugh Freeze is tearing it all the way up. So I can't tell you, I got to give credit where credit is due. I am an Alabama fan from the rooter to the tutor, but I can't take credit away from what these guys are doing. And Mr. Billy Napier is doing a great job with these Gators. It says before this past weekend, Florida was ranked outside the top 10 of the 2024 On3 industry team recruiting rankings. There were a flurry of high-profile prospects committed, including Texas natives DJ Lagway, which is their quarterback. He was in the Elite 11, didn't look too bad. And Xavier Flasamy. I hope that's the way you say that guy's last name. But the Cats lacked the overall firepower to overtake others in the top 10. Now, roughly 48 hours later, the SEC program checks in at #2 nationally with 16 prospects in the fold. You got 16 prospects right now committed Florida Gators, and you're looking at the #2 nationally ranked class according to On3, this article that I'm reading right here. And this was published when? This was published about 22 hours ago. So as of 22 hours ago, according to On3 industry rankings, you guys are ranked #2 nationally. Now, that's enough me reading from the PC. Let me come and talk to you personally, Florida Gators, right? I have seen a lot of guys spit out some content on these Florida Gators, right? Or not really content, but they'll bring up the Florida Gators, right? And Florida Gators, no one is believing in you right now. These guys got you. Most of these people that's supposed to be experts, or most of these content creators, most of these people out here, they got you guys finishing about 3rd or 4th in that division over there. They even thinking Kentucky is going to come out and be more talented and beat you. But I beg to differ. I am going to be the guy that's going to sit here and believe and say, not believe, but I'm going to be the guy to sit here and say that this team could shock the world. Yeah, I said it. A lot of people is going to refute what I say, but this team here could shock the world. They got that transfer quarterback, Mr. Billy Napier. They're talking trash about you right now, saying, hey, you may not be up to par for this Florida Gators job. But hey, I believe Mr. Billy Napier has the talent. Mr. Billy Napier, it is all on you. You're going to have to come out and coach these guys and let these guys know the stage is not too big for you guys. You guys are the Florida Gators. You guys once held that whole division over there on the East down. It ran through you guys, right? And Florida Gators, I want to see you guys in the SEC championship again, because that is history, right? That is tradition for Alabama and Florida Gators to be in the SEC championship. I love the feel of it, right? Nothing like it. So, Florida Gators, I'm going to put a notice out right now for you guys. I'm not putting a notice out for college football. I'm putting a notice out for you guys. You guys are being underestimated. You guys have been being talked about as being one of the worst teams over there in the SEC East. And they're saying there's no way that you guys can make the playoffs. They're saying there's no way that you guys can make the SEC. They're saying there's no way you're going to beat Kentucky, Georgia, Tennessee. It's no way. You have a first game on your schedule. You're playing Utah, and Utah is a tough team. But Florida Gators and Mr. Billy Napier, you can set the bar. You can set the bar right then and there. When you go out there to Utah, you can shut them down. And Utah is one of those teams that you just don't want to play around with. So you got to go out there and you got to start off early. First game of the year, Utah, shut it down. Shut all those talks down. Make these guys talk about you. And you can shock the world. If you play those guys up there from Knoxville and knock them off. You play them guys from Athens. See, right now, those guys from Athens, they think that they're your dad right now. They thinking that there's no way that you can beat them, but you can shock the world. Bring them down to Jacksonville, Florida, and drown them. And drown them. That's what you do, Gators. Hey, you haven't beat these guys in a few years. I say it's your time, and I say you're going to sneak up on them. Now, a lot of people are going to see this and say, Bragg, you must be ridiculous. The Florida Gators, I believe in you, Florida Gators. I believe you can do it. And guess what? Before it's all said and done, we need to see another Alabama and Florida Gator SEC championship, because this is going to be the last year that we doing the divisions, the West and the East. We need to go ahead and bring tradition back, Florida Gators. So show everybody what you about, man. Prove the world wrong. I think you can do it, guys. We still have that $100 gift card giveaway going on. You subscribe to Rags, get Rags to 1,000 subscribers. We're going to be doing a $100 gift card or a $100 Cash App giveaway. The way that's going to work is you're going to come in when I make the 1,000 subscriber video saying, hey, I've made it. You're going to come in. You're going to comment in the comment section of that video. I'm going to put whatever number of comments you have. I'm going to put that number in a number generator. That number generator is going to spit out a number, right? Whatever that number is, I'm going to count down and say, bam, number 15, bam, number 5, whatever number it is. And you're going to be the grand winner of a $100 gift card, a $100 Cash App giveaway, right? So guys, I've made this video too long. But with all of that being said, old Rags is out of here already. Yeah.